What if I told you that one of the most critical trade routes in the world, the Panama Canal, is at the center of rising global tensions? Even Elon Musk and Donald Trump have weighed in on its challenges. Could this engineering marvel's future be at risk? Let's uncover the truth. The Panama Canal is an engineering masterpiece, a vital artery connecting the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, moving trillions of dollars in cargo annually. But cracks are appearing, both literal and political. Rising fees, strained international relations, and bold claims from Donald Trump have placed this vital trade route in the spotlight. What's behind the controversy, and why is Elon Musk so concerned? In this video, we'll explore the history, the challenges, and the unfolding drama surrounding this global treasure. The Panama Canal's story begins long before its construction. In 1513, Spanish explorer Vasco Núñez de Balboa first crossed the Isthmus of Panama, realizing the potential for a passage between two mighty oceans. Yet centuries passed before technology and political will aligned to make the dream a reality. Fast forward to 1904, when U.S. President Theodore Roosevelt seized the opportunity to complete what others had failed to achieve. With political maneuvering, including supporting Panama's independence from Colombia, the U.S. secured control of the canal zone. Under the leadership of engineers like John Stevens and George Washington Goethals, the Panama Canal was finally completed in 1914. It revolutionized global trade, reducing travel times and connecting continents. But its history is fraught with challenges. In 1999, control of the canal was handed over to Panama. Since then, operational costs, water shortages, and geopolitical tensions have escalated. Fees for shipping companies have soared, sparking frustration among global trade players, including the U.S. Donald Trump took this frustration to the next level. In a rally, he blasted Panama for its exorbitant fees and even suggested that the U.S. might consider taking control of the canal once more. His remarks sent shockwaves, reigniting debates about sovereignty and international trade. Panama's leaders fired back, asserting their full control and refusing to negotiate under pressure. Meanwhile, Elon Musk entered the conversation with a more analytical perspective. He suggested that Panama's rising fees might stem from genuine financial challenges, including the costs of maintaining the canal amidst environmental and logistical issues. Yet Musk's rational take didn't quell the political firestorm. The Panama Canal's significance extends far beyond its economic impact, serving as a symbol of global interdependence, international collaboration, and delicate sovereignty. This engineering marvel, connecting the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, is not merely a conduit for commerce, but also a strategic geopolitical asset that embodies the complexities of modern globalization. Its existence underscores humanity's ability to overcome natural barriers to facilitate progress. But it also highlights the vulnerabilities inherent in systems that depend on harmonious international relations. Economically, the Panama Canal is a lifeline for global trade, enabling the swift movement of goods and reducing transit times significantly. Millions of tons of cargo pass through its locks annually, making it a critical artery in the supply chain. However, the importance of the canal transcends its role in shipping logistics. It represents the intricate web of agreements and treaties that sustain international commerce, involving multiple nations, industries, and stakeholders. The canal operates under Panamanian sovereignty since its transfer from the United States in 1999, but its functionality is deeply embedded in the global economy. This duality of local control and international reliance reflects the balance required to maintain such a vital resource. Should tensions escalate, whether due to geopolitical conflicts, environmental challenges, or disputes over canal operations, the repercussions could be severe. Shipping costs could skyrocket as alternative. Longer routes like the Cape of Good Hope are forced into use. These increased costs would likely trickle down to consumers worldwide, raising prices on essential goods and commodities. Beyond the economic implications, the canal's disruption could strain diplomatic relations among nations that depend on its seamless operation, potentially igniting broader geopolitical discord. Moreover, the Panama Canal symbolizes the delicate balance between national sovereignty and global collaboration. While it operates under Panamanian jurisdiction, its importance extends to nations far removed from Central America. Any policies or decisions affecting the canal's operation have global ramifications, reflecting the interconnectedness of today's world. Issues such as toll hikes, maintenance challenges, or political instability in the region could lead to international debates about fairness and accessibility. These debates could further strain relationships between major economic powers and smaller nations that depend on equitable access to this critical waterway. In essence, the Panama Canal is more than an economic marvel. It is a linchpin in the global system, serving as both a practical and symbolic representation of the fragile equilibrium that sustains international trade and relations. Its continued operation demands not only technical precision, but also a shared commitment to stability and cooperation among nations. Failure to maintain this balance could unleash ripple effects far beyond the canal's locks, impacting economies, industries, and diplomatic ties across the globe. The Panama Canal is more than a waterway. It's a symbol of global connectivity and human ingenuity. Yet its future hangs in the balance as political pressures and practical challenges mount. Whether it's Donald Trump's threats, Elon Musk's insights, or Panama's staunch resistance, one thing is clear: the Panama Canal remains a stage for global drama. What do you think lies ahead for this vital trade route? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the stories shaping our world. What if I told you one of the world's greatest engineering marvels holds untold secrets, ones that could change the way we see history and global trade forever? The Panama Canal, a name that resonates with awe and amazement. This man-made wonder connects two oceans, fuels global trade, and stands as a testament to human ingenuity. But what if there's more to its story? Dark origins, hidden struggles, and secrets that have shaped its existence for over a century. Today, we're diving into the untold history of the Panama Canal, how it was built, the sacrifices made, and why the U.S. recently shut it down, opening the door for a new $4 billion rival to take its place. Get ready for a journey through ambition, tragedy, and intrigue. The dream of a canal linking the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans dates back to 1513, when Spanish conquistador Vasco Núñez de Balboa crossed the Isthmus of Panama. Centuries later, the idea resurfaced, with the French government, emboldened by its success with the Suez Canal, attempting the feat in 1879. The charismatic Ferdinand de Lesseps, who led the Suez project, spearheaded the effort. But what worked in the flat deserts of Egypt couldn't be replicated in the mountainous jungles of Panama. The French underestimated the terrain, tropical diseases, and engineering challenges. Workers battled landslides, floods, and deadly diseases like malaria and yellow fever. Over 22,000 lives were lost before the project was abandoned in 1889, leaving behind financial ruin and a scandal that rocked France. Enter the United States in the early 20th century. Seizing an opportunity, the U.S. acquired the canal rights for $40 million and set about completing what the French could not. Under visionary engineers like John Frank Stevens, the Americans tackled the monumental task, creating a lock-and-lake system to navigate Panama's rugged landscape. President Theodore Roosevelt called it the greatest engineering work of all time. By 1914, the Panama Canal opened to global acclaim. However, its story didn't end there. The canal became a vital artery for world trade, handling millions of tons of cargo annually. But its operation wasn't without controversy. Questions of sovereignty, environmental impact, and labor practices lingered over its history. Fast forward to today, and the Panama Canal stands at the crossroads of its greatest challenge in decades. A critical waterway for global commerce, the canal is grappling with a perfect storm of issues that could redefine its role in international trade. Chief among these challenges is an unprecedented drought that has significantly reduced rainfall in the region. With the canal relying heavily on fresh water from nearby lakes to function, the water shortage has caused delays and restricted operations, leaving global shipping companies frustrated. Compounding this natural crisis are long-standing operational inefficiencies, including outdated infrastructure and traffic congestion, which have strained the canal's capacity to meet modern shipping demands. Adding a layer of complexity to the situation are geopolitical pressures that have thrust the canal into the spotlight of international power struggles. In a dramatic move, the United States temporarily shut down the canal for strategic reasons, citing concerns over its vulnerability to disruptions and the broader implications for global trade security. This decision highlighted the canal's critical importance, while raising questions about its sustainability and resilience in a rapidly changing world. As if the situation weren't dire enough, the canal now faces a direct competitor. Nicaragua, with backing from international investors, has unveiled a $4 billion canal project designed to rival Panama's historic waterway. This ambitious endeavor, if completed, could dramatically shift the balance of global trade routes. With its potential to accommodate larger ships and offer an alternative path between the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, Nicaragua's canal project threatens to erode Panama's dominance in maritime logistics. Together, these factors paint a picture of an aging giant under siege, struggling to maintain its relevance in a world of evolving economic, environmental, and geopolitical realities. The Panama Canal stands as an enduring testament to the audacity of human ambition and the resilience of human ingenuity. Carving a navigable waterway through the dense jungles and rugged terrain of Panama was a dream that captivated engineers, explorers, and visionaries for centuries. Its realization, however, was far from straightforward, requiring not only groundbreaking engineering, but also immense human sacrifice. From its conception to its modern-day operations, the Panama Canal embodies a narrative of triumph against nature's formidable challenges, while also serving as a stark reminder of the costs associated with achieving such monumental feats. The canal's story began in the 16th century, when Spanish explorers first envisioned a route that could unite the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. Yet it wasn't until the late 19th century that serious attempts were made to transform this vision into reality. French engineer Ferdinand de Lesseps, renowned for his success with the Suez Canal, led the first major effort. However, his ambitious undertaking in Panama was fraught with failure. The unforgiving tropical climate, rampant diseases such as malaria and yellow fever, and the sheer complexity of the landscape proved overwhelming. The French endeavor collapsed, leaving behind financial ruin and the deaths of tens of thousands of workers. Despite this early setback, the dream of the canal did not die. At the dawn of the 20th century, the United States took up the challenge under the leadership of President Theodore Roosevelt. With improved medical knowledge, innovative engineering techniques, and unwavering determination, American efforts succeeded where others had failed. The construction of the canal, completed in 1914, was nothing short of a marvel. The use of massive locks to elevate ships above sea level, coupled with the excavation of the Culebra Cut, a passage carved through mountainous terrain, highlighted the ingenuity of the engineers and laborers who worked tirelessly to bring the project to fruition. Yet this triumph came at a staggering human cost. More than 25,000 workers lost their lives during the canal's construction, primarily due to disease and dangerous working conditions. These sacrifices were compounded by the geopolitical tensions surrounding the canal's control, with the United States exerting significant influence over Panama for much of the 20th century. It wasn't until 1999 that Panama regained full sovereignty over the canal, marking a turning point in its history. Today, the Panama Canal remains a vital artery of global commerce, facilitating the passage of nearly 14,000 ships annually and connecting markets across the world. However, it faces modern challenges, including climate change, rising sea levels, and the need to accommodate increasingly large vessels. These issues underscore the ongoing interplay between human innovation and the natural world, a delicate balance that the canal has symbolized since its inception. As we look to the future, the Panama Canal's legacy continues to inspire, reminding us of the heights humanity can reach and the costs that often accompany such aspirations. It is a monument not only to what is possible, but also to the enduring question of what we are willing to sacrifice in pursuit of progress. The Panama Canal is more than a marvel of engineering. It's a crossroads of history, commerce, and mystery. Its untold stories remind us of the sacrifices behind every great achievement. As the world watches its next chapter unfold, we're left to wonder, what's the real cost of progress? If you enjoyed uncovering the hidden truths behind the Panama Canal, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more captivating stories from the crossroads of history, mystery, and discovery. See you next time.